A White House official says U.S. President Joe Biden will speak with his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, on Saturday. Earlier, Biden held a call with a group of Western leaders about Ukraine, and he has urged all remaining American citizens to leave the Eastern European nation as diplomatic efforts to find an end to the standoff with Russia makes little headway. The U.S. president warned, in his words, things could go crazy quickly after the latest round of talks in Berlin ended without a resolution. Julia Chapman has more from Moscow.
We are understanding that Joe Biden is currently holding this sort of impromptu summit with a lot of his allies, leaders from Canada, European countries, the EU as a bloc, and NATO as well, amid reports that the West is coming closer to a consensus as to what kind of sanctions package would be issued in the case of a Russian invasion, what could be threatened to deter a Russian invasion of Ukraine. We also understand from reports that Joe Biden held a meeting with national security advisors in the Situation Room over the situation with Ukraine. Concern is still continuing to grow among U.S. officials, with Joe Biden now urging American citizens to leave Ukraine. Previously, the guidance was not to visit it, but now Americans living there, working there, are being told to leave. And Joe Biden says that is because, although a threat may not be imminent, they do say that it could come at any time.
Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu has urged Western countries to stop supplying weapons to Ukraine, and that was during talks with British Defense Secretary Ben Wallace in Moscow. Shoigu said cooperation between the two sides is close to zero, but both sides have agreed to reduce the risk of conflicts. Wallace, meanwhile, warned that any invasion in Ukraine would be a lose-lose situation. A Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson said on Friday that tensions around Ukraine are being exploited as a pretext for beefing up NATO's military presence near Russia's borders. Here are what some residents of Kiev are saying about Biden's advice for Americans to leave Ukraine.
Well, if America supports Ukraine, I think it's a step back. It's not the right thing to do.
It's their right. They're not Ukrainian citizens. They can leave whenever they want, or stay. But no one can force them to stay. They can leave.
I feel like they are just spreading panic. I feel that actually things are getting back to normal. I think that there is too much pressure being put on creating an exaggerated picture of what the situation is like, that everything is bad, that one should leave the country.
The Americans have their opinion and their plans. We, on the other hand, have to survive somehow. As the Ukrainian poet Pavlo Chinya said, we are on our own.